Hello, welcome back. I'm Loralee Humpherys with Faces of Freedom, offering you solutions to live a life free of sickness, poor health, distress, mental angst, and all those things that keep you from having a thriving, healthy life. So I want to welcome you again to this next video in the series of talking about the toxic, harmful chemicals in household products that make you ill. So let's find ways of being free from these things as much as possible. So now that we are becoming familiar with what the chemicals are, what their names are, so you can recognize them on the ingredient lists of things, then you can choose different products and brands that do not have these things in them that are so very, very detrimental to your health. Okay? So again, pull out some notes or pen and paper, take some notes if you'd like, and let's dive in. So what I wanted to start with this video off with is in my last video I talked about chlorine, sorry. I ended that video with chlorine, and then I found a few more things about that I wanted to share with you because it is rather important that you become more aware of what this chemical does to you. So a couple more things of where chlorine is found. So as I mentioned before, it's often in public water systems, swimming pools, hot tubs, and it's also in tap water, public water systems. It's also found in laundry products, cleaning agents, food processing things, sewage systems, of course, it's in the public water system, and other venues that can affect your health, that contributes to asthma, hay fever, bronchitis, circulatory collapse. So not only your lungs and respiratory system, but your circulatory system, your blood. So circulatory collapse would mean compromised blood vessels that would collapse so that your blood can't cycle through your body the way it needs to. Mental disorders or mental malfunctioning. Yeah. Confusion, delirium, it contributes to dizziness, irritation of the eyes, mouth, nose, and throat. Again, your respiratory system. Skin, lungs, contributes to diabetes. Let's not add more to that. It's irritating and detrimental to your stomach health, the lining and tissues of your stomach, heart disease, high blood pressure, and nausea. Again, your stomach. So it's not a good thing. And also, I had talked about chlorine is a part of the family of dioxins, which are horrible, horrible things. So let's just talk a little bit more about dioxins. Dioxin exposure causes cancer, as we know, like everything here causes cancer, it seems like, as well as severe reproductive and developmental problems. So again, not good. The most striking impact of dioxins is on the growth and development of children, especially their development of their immune system, their reproductive and nervous systems, cognitive and learning abilities. So if you have a child who is not developing in these areas of their body, their functioning is not developing the way they should, or if they're impaired, or if they're always sick, having cognitive development or attention problems, then look at the chlorine, the dioxins that child is exposed to, and remove them. Exposure occurs the most through ingestion of common foods. So again, clean up your diet, take out the packaged processed crap and the garbage out of your diet, go back to eating actual real foods, taking out all the sugars, and your child will most likely function better. and make your life easier. Okay, unborn children are at the highest risk. Dioxin exposure has been linked to birth defects, the inability to maintain pregnancies, miscarriages, decreased fertility, reduced sperm counts, endometriosis. How many of you women out there have that? Diabetes, as I mentioned, learning disabilities, as we talked about, immune system suppression. Again, why would you suppress your immune system when you need that functioning at full capacity, especially with all of the toxic things in our environment that erode away at your health? Your immune system is really the only thing that can reverse illness within your body. Drugs don't. You've got to have an immune system working. Lung problems, skin disorders, lowered testosterone levels, and many more things like that. It's a widely recognized carcinogenic for humans. It's a group 1 carcinogen, meaning it's the most severe. So how to avoid dioxins? Avoid chlorinated products. Again, chlorine is in this family of nasties. So where are you going to find those? Bleached paper towels, again, public water systems, as we mentioned, disposable diapers, bleached white flour, sugar, and tea bags in your food everywhere. So, not only become aware of your personal environment and your health, look at what we're doing to the environment at large of the earth and pouring all these dioxins and chlorine, nasty things into the environment. Okay, so it's just, there's so many other alternatives that you can use instead of chlorine, so look them up and use them. Okay, so that's the wrap up of chlorine and the dioxin. So let's go on to the next. Our next chemical for today in this video series. We've got a handful of them, and I'll just run through them very quickly because I don't have a lot of information on each one of these. But okay, so this next one, talc. How often do you see talc on the labels of things? This is something very common in cosmetics and makeup, as well as baby powder. Again, talc is listed as a known carcinogen. Stop putting talc and things on your body that cause cancer. So many of these chemicals cause cancer. It's closely related to the potent carcinogen of asbestos. So we know how bad that is and how that's been taken out of a lot of the homes and ceilings that were buildings that were built in the 60s and 70s, and yet we still continue putting talc on our body, which does similar things. Not good. Talc particles have been known to cause tumors in the ovaries and in the lungs of cancer victims. So, if you have stuff on your ovaries, it's also going to impact your endocrine system, your estrogen levels, and your ability to reproduce if that is something that you desire. It has, the talc particles has the same dangerous similarities as asbestos. Cosmetic grade talc is not regulated by the government. Therefore, manufacturers can put it in everything, and they do. It's used in all kinds of products, from garden pesticides to antacids. Quite the range. However, the most common use and one that provides the most serious health risks are in body powders, especially baby powder. You inhale the particles of the baby powder and it creates havoc in your body. It's also in flea and tick powders. It's used in deodorants, chalk, crayons. Don't let your kids eat crayons. Textiles, soap, insulating materials, paint, asphalt filler paper, construction things, food processing. So, why would you want talc in your food? Really not a good thing, seriously. And okay, so one of the common areas or ways that we use talc or body powders is, to dry off the moisture, excess moisture on our body, and is commonly put in the genital area of babies as well as, anybody, where it is associated with increased risk of ovarian and lung cancer. And again, it's carcinogen. Okay, so let's look at these other little things that I have about talc. It has a detrimental, or it contributes to not only ovarian cancer, but also testicular cancer. Makeup, quite a bit. Baby and adult powders, as I mentioned. Skin foundations, cosmetics, blush, eyeshadows, deodorants. So powdery things. Women using talc in the genital area have a 60% increased risk of ovarian cancer. And women using feminine deodorant sprays have a 90% increased risk. Again, let's not increase the risk any more than it already is, and take precautions to live a healthier lifestyle. Okay, what else do we have about talc here? Okay, I think I've covered that. I mean, you get the point. I've covered that one pretty good. Okay, let's go on to the next chemical. Alcohols and isopropyl, especially isopropyl alcohol. This isn't a lot of things. And again, it doesn't do your body any favors. Let's see where I can have it. Alcohol. This is commonly found in mouthwash products. And it has a higher content than alcoholic beverages like beer and wine. Mouthwash products that have a higher than 25% alcohol content are linked to cancers of the mouth, tongue, and throat. Alcohol is a solvent inside the mouth, not good, making the tissues of your mouth and throat a lot more vulnerable to carcinogens. Okay, so if you want to freshen your breath, try plant-based things that will not erode away the tissues of your mouth and throat, making them more susceptible to disease. Okay. We already we enjoy alcohol in our beverages. Let's not add more to our body that's going to harm us. Okay. Increases the risk of throat, oral, and tongue cancers. And what does this book say about it? Okay. So, alcohols. Just bear with me for a minute while I look through my list of things. Okay. So, not only is alcohol found in mouthwash, so it's a solvent and denaturant. So what that means is it's a poisonous substance that changes another ingredients or compounds, natural qualities. So it shifts it from one thing to the next. Isopropyl alcohol, you'll find that in labels on a lot of things. It's found in hair, body, and makeup products, aftershave lotion, and fragrances. I did another video earlier in the series about fragrances or fake smells that are carcinogenic. Okay, this is another petroleum-derived product. Let's not put petroleum in your mouth. It's also used in antifreeze as a solvent in shellac, which is paint-related things. Inhalation or ingestion of isopropyl alcohol can cause headaches, flushed skin, dizziness, depression, nausea, vomiting, narcosis, and at worst, coma. Let's not do this. So look at things that have isopropyl alcohol in them and leave them on the store shelf. Do some research and find things that are going to be healthier for you, because they're out there for sure. Okay, our next lovely mineral compound on our list today is aluminum, a heavy metal found in a lot of things, and it's not good for you. Aluminum is a skin irritant. It's linked to severe nerve damage. Why would you want to damage your nerves? It's also known to contribute to Alzheimer's disease and impaired brain functioning. It has a direct link to breast cancer. And it's a heavy metal found in deodorants and vaccinations. Very detrimental to you. So when you have aluminum build up in your body, it settles in your brain, and over time and distance, decades after a lifetime of aluminum buildup, then you wonder why your grandparents or your parents begin to have symptoms or signs of Alzheimer's. Heavy metal poisoning buildup in your brain. So take measures to do a heavy metal detox, which is possible. Solutions are out there. Do some research on how to get the aluminum out of your body. And it's just such a disruptive compound. Okay, let me find, looking at all of my resources here. Thanks for sticking with me as I go through all these things. Aluminum. Okay, I've got something right over here. So the biggest thing of where you find aluminum is deodorants. And it's what they do, what the aluminum does, it's like helps to absorb the moisture in your armpits, but it will also clog the pores, and it goes directly into the lymph nodes, into the cells around your breast tissue. And again, heavy metal poisoning, direct link, contributing cause to breast cancer. You'll also find aluminum in vaccinations, which are just horrific. But also in in cookware, the coating on cookware, the nonstick coating on cookware, aluminum is part of that. And when you're stirring and scraping of the spoons and spatulas and stuff on the surface of the cookware, then the little chips of that coating, which is aluminum based, will break off and you eat them, which is not healthy for you. So choose cookware that does not have nonstick surfaces. Stainless steel are better choices. Okay, let's go on to our next our next compound, which is mineral oil. This kind of goes along with what I mentioned in another video about petrolatum or petroleum-based things, which, you know, mineral oil is from that, but I wanted to touch on that a little bit more. Okay, baby oil is mineral oil. It's a very large molecule that clogs the pores. Coats the skin just like plastic wrap. Why would you want a plastic coating of this chemical on your body, on your baby's body, so that your skin cannot breathe? The skin's natural immune barrier is disrupted. Immune barrier meaning the natural bacteria that live on your skin that protect you. You know, let your body do what it naturally does to protect you from the environment by keeping your flora, the microorganisms and bacteria of your body, healthy. By not putting mineral oil on it to suffocate them and clog them up. Not only does mineral oil prevent your skin from being able to breathe, but also to absorb needed moisture and nutrition from the environment. Your skin breathes, takes in things like sun rays as a form of nutrition. Your skin's ability to release toxic wastes is impeded by this plastic wrap of mineral oil. So your skin the pores of your skin is one of the major routes of exit out of your body, for the body to breathe, to release toxins and gases and wastes in the same way that your exhaling breath does, along with your colon, your kidneys. The skin is a major route of detoxification. So if you clog that up with plastic, which is a petrochemical, and mineral oil, which is also from petroleum, then you're causing some problems for yourself. Keeping the wastes in, which makes you more ill and not feeling well. So this plastic wrap of mineral oil promotes acne. Acne is clogged pores of waste and toxic things like petroleum stuck in your pores that your body cannot rid itself of. And so you have these little infected red skin pores popping up on your skin, on your face, not looking very pretty. So let's not do this. Okay. This plastic wrap of mineral oil also slows down the normal cellular development of your skin, causing it to prematurely age. Think of all of the products out there that are designed to slow down the aging process of your skin. And yet, how many of them are a complete contradiction in terms? Because when you look at the ingredients of these anti-aging products, you find things that actually accentuate and speed up the aging process of your skin. Doesn't make sense. There are lots of things you can do, again, plant-based and diet, that has an actual beneficial effect on how your skin ages. So let's go back to normal, natural things instead of toxic chemicals to try and prevent aging, wrinkles, and premature aging. Okay, what else do I have on this one? Mineral oil, another couple of names for these is liquid paraffinum, paraffin oil, paraffin wax, petroleum jelly, and petrolatum. So what a lot of manufacturers have started to do is they recognize that people are becoming a lot more educated and aware, and so they still want to not really fool you, but rather than making the changes to put non-toxic things in their ingredients, they'll just hide the names. They'll change the name of the ingredient so that to try and trick you or fool you into thinking that it's not a bad ingredient. But again, do your research and homework and recognize that it's the same compound. That's not doing you any favors. Again, petroleum is a crude oil byproduct composed of hydrogen and carbon. So in and of themselves, those molecules are part of your body. However, in a deranged form or too much, they are detrimental. Inhaled, then this can cause respiratory distress. Poorly refined mineral oil can cause serious skin cancers. Taken internally, which why would you do that? Why would you take petroleum into your body? It can block the absorption of key essential nutrients and vitamins, things your body needs to stay alive. Again, found baby shampoos, petroleum jelly, baby's lotions, and body oil. So, really not a good thing. Okay, so there's a couple more things on this video I want to go over. So the next one on our list is called PABA, P-A-B-A. It's a para-amino benzoic acid. So it's a form of amino acid. It's also listed as padimate O. I'll spell it. P-A-D-I-M-A-T, the letter capital O, and acetyl dimethyl PABA. Try that one on for size. Okay, I'll spell this name too. OCTYLDIMETHYL, and then PABA, P-A-B-A. So this is a close cousin to oxybenzone, or benzone phenome. And when it's broken down by ultraviolet rays, then it releases free radicals that damages the DNA. Not good. And this is one of the commonly found in sunscreen. So the thing with sunscreens is that when you look at the ingredients, then the ingredients themselves cause skin cancer. It's not so much the UV rays from the sun, it's just the way the sun rays interact with the chemicals slathered on your skin that breaks down the normal functioning of your skin and causes problems. This is now well known and well documented, so stop being afraid of the sun. Life would not exist on this planet if it was not for the sun. Don't buy into the nonsense. Again, so many things circulating around on the internet from popular thought is they take one thing that's true and they wrap it up with a whole lot of disinformation and they sell it to you and you buy it in the form of products like sunscreen, which actually cause skin cancer. Okay. The next toxic thing here. So this compound, I'm going to spell it CETARETH-20. See if I can say it. Cetareth 20. So this compound is a thickening agent. It contains ethylene oxide and dioxane, both of which are known to be carcinogens. And even at low doses, this compound irritates your skin. And where do you find it? Lotions, conditioners, skin cleansers, baby wipes. So, not good. You notice how a lot of these things have the similar kind of effect in the body, which irritate tissues and create cancer and disrupt your hormones. So let's just not do that anymore, shall we? Okay, two more on this video. So these are little quick ones. Okay, the next ingredient, the next thing on our ingredient list is a heavy metal that's toxic. It's lead, a known toxic heavy metal. It's also very common in cosmetics and makeup. And you're finding that more and more in things. It's also found as an agent in toothpaste to try and whiten your teeth. And it's also in lipsticks. Again, if you want to whiten your teeth, do oil pulling. Use coconut oils. You can put essential oils in the coconut and do oil pulling, which is something that's been used for thousands of years. And it does whiten your teeth, and it's actually very healthy and beneficial for your gum and teeth health, rather than putting toxic heavy metals like lead in your mouth. It's not good. Lead exposure is thoroughly documented, or the things that lead does, it's thoroughly documented, so you can go do some research and find out that. It's a neurotoxin. Damages your brain, your nervous system. Why would you want to do anything to cause brain damage? Contributes to seizures, again, nervous disorders, gastrointestinal issues, so it messes with your digestion, reproductive dysfunction, like reduced sperm count and motility, and kidney dysfunction. Let's not put lead in your body anymore, shall we? So not healthy. Okay, so that's lead. You'll see a lot, as I mentioned, cosmetics. All right, so this last compound in our video today is nitrosamines. I think I said that right. I'll spell it for you. It's this class of compounds. It's nitro, which is a nitrogen, samines. So this is something that is not often listed as an ingredient. Again, manufacturers don't have to list many, many things, and this is one of them. You find it in cosmetic products, and they are seen more as impurities that find their way into the manufacturing process rather than actual ingredients themselves. However, this toxin is extremely prolific and found in lots of things. Just about every skincare product, unless you find brands that are highly non-toxic, highly clean, then this toxic impurity is going to be in there. It's very common in tanning lotions, baby shampoos, mascara, concealer, and the list goes on and on. All kinds of makeup products. Again, this is linked to cancer. And in 1996, the FDA asked cosmetic manufacturers to remove it. Of course, do you think they did? No. And it was ignored, of course. The Environmental Working Group found that 1 in 10 cosmetics still contain combination of ingredients that create nitrosamines, this toxin. So, again, look at what you're doing to your skin, look at what's in your bathroom, and let's switch out some other things. So I know I've gone through so many different compounds and chemicals in these videos, and I do want to encourage you to make the switch. However, if you don't know what kind of things to bring into your home instead of these toxic things, please contact me, because I can give you lots of resources and things that you can either make yourself, which is very easy to do with plant-based, non-toxic green ingredients, or there are companies that create or that manufacture clean, non-toxic things, so you can look those up for yourself. But again, I'm a resource here for you to direct you if you want to find some alternatives. Okay? So thanks for joining me in on this series of toxic chemicals that make you ill. And let's not make yourself any more sick than you have to be. All right. So with that, thanks for joining me. Again, I'm Loralee Humpherys with Faces of Freedom, and we'll talk to you soon in the next video. All right. Thanks.